So anyway, while I'm getting all this stuff while I'm getting all this stuff together, I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes to wrap this up. So uh, I am. I spent. So I woke up today. Woke up today actually for the first time in a while. I woke up and worked out this morning. Like woke up, got the kids ready, did all the shit, and then went to work out. And I was like, bet. I'm it's about to be a fire, fantastic, amazing ass day.
All right.
Man, went. Hang on, wait, let me turn that back there. So yeah, I was like, it's gonna be a fire, fantastic ass day. So got my daughter up, got out the house, drop her off. I was like, I gotta make it back. I gotta hurry make it back so I can wake my son up, get him going. She's like, Dad, I left my face paint. Night before, I told her, hey, pack your face paint, put it in your bag. So you won't be looking for it. Here's your bag.
Prepare,
Yeah,
basically, you know.
yeah. I was like, hey, look. She's like, I need to make a school lunch. We went and packed up all the stuff so that she could make her individual school lunch because she's like, I don't like the lunches that you eat by the pre-made lunch and shit. So I got cool, so bad. There, I was like, you want to put the mayonnaise and mustard up now? She's like, no, I want to do it in the morning when it's fresh. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm in the bed like, hey, get all the stuff you need. It's like I'm yelling it up. So get all the stuff you need. Do this, blah blah blah. All right, cool, Dad. Do this, blah blah. All right, cool, Dad. Do this. All right, cool. And he just, I want you to notice right now, she had a dry ass sandwich for lunch because she didn't.
She ain't getting no, ain't getting no mustard.
Nope. Uh,
Did you
the
forget? Did she forget, or y'all both
no,
forgot?
she
Yeah.
forgot. Remember, I'm yelling at her to do this. I'm like, hey,
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
yeah. I'm like, don't forget your sandwich. I got it. Did you add mustard? I'm about to. She goes. She forgets. Hey, did you put the face paint in there? Because like in my head, color day is like pretty much a cute gang. They have like turf war. There's like
You
six
said
different
a
colors.
cute gang. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. So just remember her. So her house name is her gang sign is Esperanza. They originally had on Amistad, and I was like,
What?
you're
Well,
not.
yeah, that's a
It was
little
like
problematic.
they're like it means friendship. I said, well, to me it means slave ship. You get her
Yeah,
out of that shit immediately.
please,
Anyway, she's
because
orange. Listen, so check this out. She's orange. Go like, oh, it is.
okay.
In my head, I'm like, you gonna roll up. You gonna tell the teachers like, hey, yo, I'm here. I'm repping the Esperanza. How many pieces of articles you got on? My daughter is probably the most gung ho person ever. So she got like three of every fucking thing on: three bracelets, three shirts, two pairs of pants, three layers though. She got leotards, tights, and shirts. I'm like, babe, you just might need the pins on because you gonna pee on yourself by the time you
Yeah,
got
that's
you
a lot.
look know when to go. So she got all this stuff on, and
No,
I'm
when to go.
like, all right, cool. So she had to toe. I even got her flip flops to walk in, and I said, when it's time for you to go, you got to do the face paint. So you got to do the face paint and go. I'm ready for here. I'm ready for war because it's like a field day, right? And so she's like, all right, cool, get. She left that there. She left the slides. She left the slides at home, and I'm like, I'm not bringing it because I gotta go get my Leon, and I gotta go to the gym. I'll do it after that. She go, and then I'm getting ready to leave, and she leaves her phone at home. I'm like, shit. We gonna need. Now she got a contact. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me get my son ready. And I'm gonna take it to it, right? So I'm gonna take. So I get there. Now, mind you, I drop my son off. I get him at school just in time. He cool. He got a fresh haircut. He was like, hey, Dad, can you put the smell good on my hair? Smell good is grease. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Juices
good.
and
I was about to say
berries.
I understand that he got a different name for it, and
Yeah,
and it means something different to him. But
yeah.
we get it. We get
Yeah,
it.
do the hair thing. So you got to rub his hair down, and then got to do the sponge. So he's like,
Yeah, you got to
the
sponge it out.
my probably proudest moment is my son does this when it's time to leave. He has to do the check. Yeah, and he does that when it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? I cut it off. I just cut mine off, so I'm not going to do that. So he goes. So we drop him off. All right, cool. I got like 30 minutes. I got like 15 minutes to get to her school. I come in,
Okay.
drop it off, drop it off. My clock says I'm gonna be like 9 minutes late. But I take a detour. I get there like 2 minutes before. I mean, 2 minutes after class starts. So I walk in. It's active. I'm like, man, I'm crushing it. Come
Yeah,
in, do
you killed
work.
it.
Just so you know, I walked in. They're like, hey, just so you know, we're finishing up a block. It's my first time in there. They're like, we're finishing up a block. Um, we picked a hell of a day to come in. We're about to do one rep maxes. And I was like, I'm not doing. I say, and they're like, we're doing squats, back squats, and I'm like, I'm just gonna take it easy.
Um,
I ain't gonna go in And I ain't gonna go
Okay,
in
because
crazy.
sir, he okay.
I didn't go in. I did not go trade, but I did hit 335. I hit 335. And like, you look like you can do more. I said, I look like I can do a lot more. I also look like a dude that's not about to do a lot more, because
Yep.
if I'm trying to do all this and then come back in, I say, dog, this is gonna be my only time for y'all gonna see me here. And so anyway, I have my time out, so I'm gonna run it. I do all this shit, and then I get done. I go to make coffee. I don't have no coffee. Gotta go get to the store, get coffee. I buy bacon and all this other shit. I bought bacon yesterday, and I was like, where the fuck is my bacon? I can't find the bacon, so I proceed to call everywhere. I call Sprouts. Not everywhere. I just literally called one store. But I called Sprouts and was like, listen, I need to know if y'all found some bacon at my house, because I mean bacon. If I left bacon there, because right now I don't know what this bacon is, and it's tripping me out, because every day that goes by, it's a surprise for me finding bacon where it shouldn't be. And right, like I say, I got a new car. I don't want it to be in there. My son helped me. I don't want it to be in the pantry. I don't want it to be in this room. I would like it to be in the fridge, but I'm not sure. I went through my fridge and I searched my fridge, searched whatever. I'm on the phone with this lady. She's like, let me go see. I go to my receipt to see if I bought the bacon. Bought the bacon. And so I'm like, all right, go, whatever. Lady is walking me down. She's like, let me go look and see the shit. And I'm talking to the lady. I go, man, my son helped me. I would hate to know that he put, and I found the goddamn bacon. And the lady is listening to me tell the story, and she's fucking hysterical, because I'm walking down the steps while I'm like, hey, ma'am, I don't want it to be anywhere else. And my son had the bacon, and I really don't want to have an exploding bacon situation, because like 3 pounds of bacon, that shit just don't, you just don't hide. And then I see it, and I go, it's like, ma'am, I just don't. And she knows immediately that I fucking found the bacon. And she goes,
Oh,
you found it, didn't you? Tell me. Yeah, tell me
I
where
did.
it is. Now, here's the funniest part about this shit, dog. Let me tell you, Universe was on some fuck shit. I'm talking to this lady, and I'm talking to her. My ear itches, and so I do this, and I accidentally hang up on the lady as I'm saying it. Right? I'm like, boop, and I go, oh shit. So I reach the phone, and she, boop, hello, yes, I'm sorry, you got disconnected. Where was the bacon?
Where was the bacon again, please?
Yeah,
Could you
bitch,
please tell me
don't try
where the
to,
bacon was?
yeah, I got caller ID. Don't try to skim out on this shit, bitch. Tell me this is the story. Then I go, and I was like, yeah, ma'am, it was underneath it was underneath the snacks. I didn't see, because he put the bacon in, and then he proceeded to put the snacks in. I didn't know, but I shout out to y'all, because y'all package it so well. I don't have to worry about my kid having bacon underneath. Underneath, and she was like, "All right, cool." So I did that. Called my wife. Was like, "Babe, I've been trying to avoid this phone call. Where's the bacon container? Because I have a container that I put my bacon in, so that when you open it, it ain't just open in the fridge, and you don't have no Ziploc. I got a straight up container." And I'm like, babe, I've been trying to avoid this phone call. I looked everywhere. I've been looking. Shit, did you check the drawer? I said, babe, I checked that drawer 7 times. I said, swear to God, if I open up 8 times and that thing is there, I'm divorcing you for fucking witchcraft. And she was like, and she was like, listen. And she made I don't know how to make the noise, and I'm not gonna make the noise. So she's not canceling my wife. And so I go in there and look. I said, you Adrian motherfucker. Thinking that I said, I really hated to have this phone call, and I was like, I'm so mad. So I got the bacon, put that shit up. It was like, I'm killing this shit. You know what my daughter comes to the door and does? She's mad
What's
about the
that?
goddamn the thing. I'm just telling you how my day is transcending, going to hell. I was supposed to have hour long shit, cancel my hour long shit. I
Hmm.
go, and she comes in, and I'm like, how'd you do? They didn't count the face paint, and you came too late with the slippers. Motherfucker,
Oh,
I didn't
oh,
come too late for
what?
shit.
I didn't come too late. I didn't do anything.
And I realized they were like gender parent.
Did you correct? Did you correct that? Did you?
You left the shit
Oh,
at
okay.
home. I got you there so that you can be decked out. You didn't do it. And I told her the only reason that I showed up was because you left your phone. You left the phone. And the reason you got the phone is because we agreed that this phone is where you call me. If your mom got you in trouble that they trying to jump you, I'm going to come out there because we ain't shooting a fair one. They got to fight me. And so that's the reason why she got the phone. And so now I'm like, all right, cool. And so she was on the attitude, but I'm like, you know what? I'm still winning. Why? because I squatted because I went in there 335 cold, and I squatted that shit, and I still have the number two squat of the day, and I'm mad I didn't check. If I saw that 380 was the time, I absolutely would have walked in and hit 400 on my first day. I absolutely would have sandbagged every other workout just to be like, did it, yeah, leaderboard, bitch. Check the numbers on the board, bitch, and be like, all right, cool, yeah, then turn into old Kobe, just ice in the knees. I'm good.
Yeah. Mm. I got a
Anyway,
question, Trey.
yes, sir.
What sounds better? Lead UX UI consultant or principal UX UI consultant?
So they mean different things. So hang on, let
What does
me.
what does what does principal mean?
All right, so lead is think about this. Lead is people management, right? You actually consider. I'm just gonna hop into the thing. So you um are a lead actually. Yeah, you're lead. So
I'm a
lead
lead.
mean you have the bigger decision. You have the bigger management role, right? You are teaching, mentoring designers. They're still, excuse me, they're still doing their work. They're still doing their work, and you are, but you're not responsible for the grand vision of the design, right? It's you have a design system. Design system's already there. Y'all are moving forward, right? The principal guy is less people, more product. They're focused on creating the initial vision, the initial thing. Like they're going to create the style guide. They're going to create the pattern. They're going to create the what stuff, and you continue that work. You continue that work. All right, I'm gonna use this as an example.
Okay.
I'd be considered a principal principal in the sense that I've kind of been going through and tweaking and doing all this shit, right? And I've been trying to figure out all this in and out. So this makes me principal because this is me doing all the work, but I'm doing the work. I
All
do
right.
work in the pocket, right? Lead is lead was I became the thing where it became lead is once we started working together on it. It's still me being like, hey, this is the design pattern, this is the
Right.
philosophy,
Right.
this is whatever. But I'm not responsible for all the work.
Okay.
Like you are doing this, you still come. Like example, I'm lead on the stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm principal on the overall. I'm technically I be you could say design director or leading the design, leading the front end.
Right.
Principal work was me putting out the pattern, whatever. You're doing the lead. You're leading off on the website.
Right.
So
So
that
I'll be
so
the lead on. Oh, I understand that. Like, all right. I see how that term is used.
right, and
Okay.
so when you
Makes
think of
sense.
lead, it's like, all right, cool, man. I'm in charge of this, whatever. And so the weird part about it is, you can say lead, you can say principal, you can kind of do anything. But the number one thing is like, are there people? Are you kind of mentoring and kind of doing a lot of people things in here? Like the craziest part about it, and the way I like to think about it is, and the way it's just because the way Walmart put me to help this, so I can understand. You are the you lead you are the manager of a product. You're not the manager of people, right? And so that
Mm.
becomes that weird thing. And so like I'm not a lead designer there. Excuse me, I'm not a they consider me a manager because I manage products. I'm not a principal there because I don't have anything to do with the overall design, the aesthetic, the tone. I don't change any of those. That's already defined. If we were going to do another if they were trying to do a rebrand, another born, a redesign, and I had to say so into that, then I can do that.
Mm.
Speaking of, so I started working on these. I started updating and rebuilding out the covers because I was like,
Oh.
there's so much that is changing. I need to be able to let you know when I'm in design and when I'm changing, but I need to start. Let me go here, and so I started updating like statuses, but also like showing the date. Oh wait, this is I gotta go back. Let me go over here and update. Good main. Yep. Uh,
Hmm.
blah, blah, blah. I need to go to the status date. Oh yeah, that's because I didn't change the status of it. Blah blah blah. Let's see, will it go back? Nope. Oh, that's why. But if I All right, let me close this. All right, there we go. Boop. Everything you say. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's why. Because I'm in a different. I was in a different tab. It's so interesting to try to use this on. Try to use the mobile version, but it just make it easier.
Yeah.
And so I'm
So,
using
I
art
mean,
too, by the way.
sometimes it's a lot of like what gook that's just out of the way. The mobile version just gives you exactly, the nuts and bolts, what you want,
Uh,
what you need to move with.
yeah, yeah, and I mean mobile browser version. Brand. So look, so I took out that old original file, and it's just work to be done. WTBD. I started breaking down the. Let me see, because I still got to go back in over here. Working on the brand guidelines. Work to be done is literally all the files that we were working on. Have the business stuff, which I have to, which I think that one is just going to be. I have to figure out a day in the calendar that we knock all that stuff out. Streaming assets is the folder where we do all our stream. You can kind of see all the stuff and where we've kind of started, but I need to actually start color coding all these so that you know what is in what status and where we go, but also that I can put some of these colors to use. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff is InDesign, literally in not InDesign the brand, but in InDesign.
In the design. I got you.
Yeah,
We
and
get what
so
you're saying.
yeah, and so I built out the states so that as we're
Oh, I'm gonna show
designing,
them how to
you
work
can
that
update
stuff.
the states when it goes live, when we have to archive it, because like the work to be done is actually about to be archived, because that one is actually our old work file. We still had a
Hmm.
design. We had a design thinking workshop in there. Actually, I don't know if you remember that when we were doing it. Like we actually do have to do that for when we were talking about we had to build out our core principles and stuff. Everything else. I've been listening to a lot of Afro beats, by the way. I feel like somebody's gonna
Is
call
that
me.
the vibe? That's where you been?
I just yes. So yes, but especially because I did already do this. Um, no, archived. Um, I realized that I needed to. I wish I could just use components as thumbnail. Control D. Um,
Ooh.
yeah. Um, so it's thumbnail. Yeah. So the one thing that made me realize um, I need to listen to it was it doesn't have as much. I can listen to it in front of my kids and not worry about my kids being like, "Hey, Dad,
Oh, what is that?
yeah,
Did
what?"
he just say?
Yeah. So my son loves singing and loves going, and then I have my daughter in the back seat, and I realize like I just can't. I can't listen to none of the fucking music, dog. It's
It's hard.
just yeah, and it's
It's
not.
I
And
don't know what it is, bro. Like I've tried myself. Like I got older kids, and like my older kids were always listening to stuff that was a grade over. Not like like I'm a fan of I could listen to some Kodak Black. I'm not, I'm
I used to be able to listen to Kodak Black. Now I can't. There's some questions I can't answer. Hey man,
questions. No, I'm just saying, like I can, like I could listen to some 21. You know what I'm saying? I could. It's certain waves I'm on. I'm just not on every. Ain't this crazy? I could listen to NBA YoungBoy, but then I can't listen to NBA YoungBoy.
No. See, I can't. The thing about it is me listening. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I don't talk about music anymore. The reason why I keep forgetting to just step in the mic. The reason
Wait,
why
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
go
hold
ahead.
on. I gotta answer this. I don't know why. I'm gonna mute you.
Uh, Are you gonna mute you? Could you make sure? Okay, good. Okay, good. I was making sure I couldn't hear this dude. All right. He just wait. Wait, what the hell is going on here? Oh, I was like, what kind of shit is this? Wait. the hell are you? Everything I say? Okay. I do need you, but do I have a file for you? I don't think I have a file for you. I do have a file for you. I don't know if he left. I tell you what, he might be the greatest time ever to let us take a break. He is faltering. We just be right back. There you go. Look at this. My guy didn't even know what he was doing. He was just like, man, I'm coming back one day. Wait, the fuck is this? Let's see. Da-da-da. There we go. There we go. Get a man a break. We are going to do a thing. Okay. Oh my. Yeah. My life.
Everything I said, but I did it all my way.
Oh my.
Told you when you came my way, can nobody take your place. Oh wow, you know like the game them play. Give it to you straight all day. Oh wow, body do the talking, babe. Maybe if you make man praise. Oh wow, yeah. Today oh na odo ejinye la lo me. Ame bude pe ma hote pe oh yeah. Bring the energy that I need to charge my life. Bring the and if it do you no wrong, baby. Yeah.
Hold on, wait.
You are the time of my life.
You just, I don't even, you missed, I don't know if you saw your eCam just losing it. Uh-oh. Guess whose voice is gone? Yeah, all right, hang on. Let me help you out here.
There we go. There we go.
That's funny. I was just telling you that I was very much into Afro beats, and I was choosing that, and I was like, I had this one already queued up. Now I'm they're gonna call me Drake culture vulture, but I need to know. Listen, they make it so much easier to listen to around
You
my
think call
kids.
you? You think they calling you a coach about you? You think?
Absolutely not, but they told me sing the song, sing the words. On my, that's all I got. Like I'm gonna bring this one back. I can't wait till we actually bring this shit back. This one gonna end up being a lot more batshit crazy. It's wild how much shit I just be building in the background corner just to get used to this shit. You
Jew. Who said?
Wait, I went here. Oh, I went here because I needed to update. No. Did I ever component assets? Where did I put? Did I not have a? Let me see. Yeah, I could have swore I did. Oh, that's why. My assets. I believe it's BHC system. Ah, there we go. Project cover. I know I'm going crazy. I need to go back to. Apparently, I need to go there and update that.
When did I go there? That was October and August. That's crazy.
Oh, sorry. Your parents don't smoke, right? Your parents don't smoke, right?
My mom does.
Oh, she still does. Oh, but does she still?
Well, she quit and then she started and then she quit again. So
Does she still smoke around you or no?
every once in a while, but it's outside.
I don't know. My dad smokes upstairs in this house. And I was like, man, he need.
Damn.
So I was downstairs in the basement. It was up and every time I had to go up there and talk to him, he was like, "Oh, I ain't smoking." I was like, "But motherfucker, it smells like a pack. Like you just finished. You didn't air shit out." Man, listen, I don't know if it became COVID, if it's from COVID or if it's from or whatnot, but I have allergies now. I don't even know where they came from, but I have allergies now. And
It's
my
probably from
throat,
the smoke. Like most definitely
oh,
from the smoke. But like
oh,
that smoke, like it etches into like is the house wood?
yes.
Is it mostly wood?
I mean, yeah, it's a brownstone. That shit been here. That shit was in New York.
Oh
That shit
yeah,
been there,
yeah.
been longer than the Lord allows. So yeah, that shit old as hell. Wait, okay. Blah blah blah. Back to files. So I said I was editing. Do this. Blah blah blah. After hours to do that. So yeah. So you see this little top row.
Yeah.
So in Discovery, not really designed. Black. This is our old. This is the dead list, but this is our start file. A lot of work and stuff still being here, but it needs to get broken into a lot of different places. I need to put a notes tab at the bottom. Brand guideline. This is really. It's kind of still in this. It's probably 85% done. I need to probably add percentages in here somewhere. Um, mm, that is. Let's do that. Let the fuck do that. How about that? Let me go here so that way it'll take me to it. So I am. This is some shit I picked up from. No, never saw this. Where's my? Oh, main component. Go to main component. There we go. So InDesign. Do I have a this layer status? Go to main component. Status update. I'm gonna create a thing. Let me see if this
I need a
works.
summary. I had a summary, don't you? I hate when you had a summary for yourself. Jesus Christ, I gotta rewrite one.
Wait.
Educate you idiots.
Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, I know why that's happening.
What up?
This has a property tied to it. Why do I have a? I should not have a property tied to you though. I think I overthought that. In design and discovery, because it's only 4. I should not need a property for that. Yep, status. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, archived. Line, nope. You are.
What about this one? This is so confusing.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. Actually,
Really? Y'all suck balls. Okay.
language, sir.
Shouldn't have said that on the screen, but
Look,
hey,
look,
said
said
it.
that. You said that, sir.
Hey. At least I said suck thin balls.
I ain't hearing. I don't. I wish I could pretend like I heard what you said, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't. Sweet. Hug. Oh. Content. I don't think I need this actually. I do. There we go. And so I have my statuses on my projects. Status live. Wait, you are in discovery.
No.
No.
Don't make sense.
Do this. Do discovery live. Updated. And just to be consistent. Hand it up. Yeah, let's see how that love, blah, 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 blah. Progress. So, yeah. So, I actually do need to put that on there now. Bubble change faces. Change faces. Change faces. All right. I should add more information, but I'm not going to go full gusto with the information. Now, back to files. So if I go here, it's going to ask me what percentage. It should be. Oh, wait. No, yeah, this is in the library. What's the change you're trying to publish? No. Episode vector. Is that other stuff publish?
He said, what? I know I just went quiet on it. I should just
No.
jump in and start doing my thing. My bad. That's
You
on me on
good.
the stream. I was in the middle of
Doc,
finishing up resume changing. If you don't know, you need to always be updating your resume. If you're not, please do. Make sure it's up to date. Make sure it makes sense. Make sure you got bullet point. What else? What do they want on resumes now? It's weird. You can ask, but like everybody wants something different.
the thing that makes it. Don't worry, I'm trying to wait for my table to come down because otherwise it'll look like I just shrank 4 feet.
It's okay.
The thing about resumes, the thing that gets me is resumes depend and matter depending on who you're talking to. If I'm the person interviewing you, you got it made in the shade because I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna look at that shit and I'm gonna throw it to the wind. The only thing I want to see is the link to the portfolio because how you got it's like this. How you got in my house only matters as much. That's nice, but the fact that you're in my house matters more. And so if I'm looking at you, I'm gonna see here. I don't give a shit. I just need to see how kind of good, what kind of good work you can do. I am a firm believer that college and going to school for design is worth some things, but there are people who went to school, got a degree, and learned nothing but how to find an answer. But man, can you design on your own? Can you figure this out? Can you do this stuff? And so I've been like, hey, all right, cool. Let me get this link. Let me see what they can go through. Let me see how good they are at the actual art of design, right? And so it's that shit to where I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't care about the resume because the resume is a jumbo sandwich. I can see what all you can do. You can't give me everything you need to do in in a resume. It's just not gonna happen. But I'm gonna look at your work and see, oh, okay. I literally go to your portfolio, look at your consistency, look at your design, I look at your thought process, I look how you package your idea, I look at what you can do. And the things that stand out to me is what you do and how it looks cohesive across versus when I see things that are discrepancies. There's some people that are like, man, I read all that shit, I read through all this such and such and blah, blah, blah. I look at the skills, I look at whatever. Only time I do that is when your portfolio doesn't match what I was looking for. Then I come back and I'm like, man, what's happening? And then I'm like, oh man, this person is a videographer. They ain't trying to do this. But
Like, they don't want to do this type of work.
yeah, like man, are you here? And I remember like they were really trying. Like I was at DirecTV and they were really trying to push this guy, me to hire this guy. And I'm like, this dude don't even want to be here. And then I looked at the interview. I said, but you got a lot of video work. Do you have any kind of design work in your portfolio, in the website? I was like, no. And he started asking me how much video work we get because we DirecTV. You know, I was like, we don't have video work. That's a whole different department. Would you like to interview for that department? I can get you in touch with that department.
I can get you over there.
Yeah, and the thing about it, and I don't want to say this like I was shading him, because he was like, bro, they fucking called me here. And I was like, I agree. But I'm like, why are they here? Why did they bring you? And the thing about it, I felt like we disrespected his time because it was just like, dog, can you imagine if you called somebody in there and they saw your resume, they saw your portfolio, and they brought you in there for an engineering position? You're like,
Oof.
I mean, what we saw you did, we saw you built websites, designed websites. My
Thanks.
skills, if you look there, my skills say website designer, Figma, Photoshop, Illustrator. Oh wait, but we see where you can use Chrome to browse, not
Oh,
to browse. Like, oh, hey. And so that's why I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, long story short, I the people in the front office look at the resumes, and so now I'm at the point now where I am torn between, do I spend the energy to create a beautiful resume that the person who is going to be behind the desk probably won't care about, but the machine will, because the machine doesn't like the formatting I use for the design.
Mm.
And so I'm going to have to submit one of these two to the design. So what I end up doing is I end up designing one that's for the recruiter, that's whatever. Because here, buddy, if you see what the recruiter sends versus what you build, they take your beautiful resume,
And
uh,
they
cut out all
what
that shit, copy and paste it in a template, and send that ugly ass template. So I'm like, bro, why am I spending hours building this thing when it doesn't work in your system? So if you're going to tell me about UX, my UX is building a resume that works for the goddamn system. That shit is not pretty whatsoever. It puts the information in there, and it's a summary. And so, in other words, I give a summary, but my portfolio is probably going to overwhelm them because I don't think they give a fuck about a resume. I just don't.
hmm
That's a long
and
round
like
way.
it
Go ahead.
should. I mean, like think about it. Like I already understand in our positions that like they need you need to see the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, but after I showed you so many work, like what do I have to do to show you, like, or what do I have to like what else do I have to show you? Let me say that, like after you see my resume and shit, and you see my portfolio, it's like you need more convincing, more. Who do you want to speak to? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I would be more confident in in answering those questions if somebody was like, "Hey, this is what we all think we need. This is what all we think. What all is the format?" But no one has those formats. No one has those links. No one has no anything. And when you go to all those websites are according to me, and blah blah blah. And you ever seen those? You ever heard those people talk about? They need. I need someone when they include a resume. They need to do an offer letter, not an offer letter. They need to do a
yes,
cover letter. I'm not gonna lie to
yeah,
you. If your job is going to make me do a cover letter, I need you to keep it. I need you to keep whatever it is that you were planning on, what job you're planning on giving me. I want you to keep it. I do
I
not
want you
want
to
you to.
have it.
I do not want you to hire me. I do not want you to bring me through the fold. I'm good. Like I don't know how. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how I got here. I'm lost. Can you please direct me to where? Can you direct me to where the fun where your fun people are? Because it's like, what can you tell me about the cover letter? You got my resume. You have my presentation. Because it's like you want me to see this. They're like, well, I think the person should be. And I remember asking this lady one time, and she was, I don't hire anybody without a cover letter. I asked her how many did you read. I read every person I hire. I said, how many do you read?
Do you read?
Yeah, and she was like, I read enough. I read enough, but when the resume matters, then I'll look and see. But I don't even look at the resume without looking at it. And I go, you realize you kind of shit at your job, not me
Yeah,
for
like
it.
that's
And then
sound like you're not doing a good job on your goddamn end. Like that. Mm-mm.
you put a you put a
That don't
you
make
put a
sense to me.
you put a requirement that doesn't matter, but it's what you want to do. And then you know my favorite part about it? I asked, and this is when I was like, make a fuck in my face. When you don't review, so you didn't like the resume. I mean, you didn't look at the resume because I didn't have anything. Did you respond back? No. Okay, the people that didn't get the job. When did you tell them? Did you give them a letter explaining why they didn't get it? No. Why? That's too many. Just, you know how many applicants I said, how you think these fucking people go write a letter for one fucking person? So you want them to go and write a letter for you and everyone else, and you expect to get a personalized letter, but you're not sending a personalized letter back. What logic? What logic? So yeah,
No.
that's why. Hmm.
Hey, Whole Foods is hiring, bro. Just want to let you know.
You know what? That's the 20,000. That's 2023 version of UPS's. UPS.
Well, do you want to know what they're
Shout out
hiring
to
for
Biggie.
before you shit on Whole Foods?
Oh, I thought you were saying Whole Foods. Like Biggie Smalls, UPS is hiring.
Oh no, not that. No, no. I'm talking about like product design lead.
I hate
Uh,
the fact that you were
pro-
being so serious. Because I
I
was like,
was.
my wife would have fucking snubbed the shit out of you for that. She was like,
Are you
you mean you?
serious?
Yeah, I told you, dog. My relationship is built on rap lyrics. He'd be like, yeah, if you were like Amazon is hiring, she'd be like, you mean UPS? And you'd be like, first off,
First of all,
like you'd be like,
I'm
first,
actually telling them that
yeah,
Amazon is hiring.
yeah, you'd be like,
Uh,
first off, you'd be like, no, UPS is a fabulous establishment. Why would you shit on UPS? And
that's not what we were
fuck
saying.
out my face, you fucking op.
That's that's not what we were saying.
Either got
Like,
you.
look, they even got a product design team lead, principal product manager.
I'll probably apply for. I'm gonna end up doing some managerial shit. My thing is like this. I'm
To be managerial, bro. Like the design chops are up. We already know that we can do the work. We just need to now scale it and let other people scale it for us.
no, I'm fine with. No, the reason why I want to do that one is because man, I like the thing that kind of I'm gonna end up having to do one of these. I can see you, sir. Messing with you. One of the things is like I had to put. I'm actually kind of chilling out because I actually put together this course. That I was telling her I had to put my sister. I had to build. My sister was like, "Man, can you put all this stuff together?" Did I add that to my list of things to do?
What, to make a course?
Work to be done. Yes.
Is there a way
So
that can be done for you?
what? What? So the thing? No, not this one. So my sister was asking me if I was charging people. I was like, no. I just need to. But it's gonna be like a simple thing, right? So I'm actually like in front of me now. I'm literally looking at these design books and trying to get ideas for how they told the curriculum and how they explain these things. There is a fundamental shift in how product design, UX design, all those things work, right?
Right.
You hear all these conversations about how people get into UX, how people get in, and no one gets in here the same. Well, not no one, but most people don't get here the same, right? They have some kind of knowledge, and so they always go with zero. But odds are, if you are what I consider the new traditional, you are already designing and working at the same time. And so that becomes this conversation where you need to learn about color theory, you need to learn about contrast, placement, like typography, all this shit. Like, I mean, there's like I think it's like 7 or 8 goddamn basic design principles, right? But the problem is, if I can take you through all these different things, but I'll tell you, man, spend 3 weeks doing color matching. Like, dog, you can go somewhere and you can find 17 different color things. Colors, patterns that you like. You can go look and put in complementary. You can look at all these different things, but you want to know how to apply it to your project. You want to be able to do this. My sister is UX based, so she wants to learn how to do things from a UX base rather than from the basis of design. And so she wants to learn about information architecture and shit first. And so I don't want her to focus on design because right now she was a junior at a company. You're not leading the design system. You're using what's already there. So I'm gonna tell you, buy a design system, use the design system. Let's spend some time playing with interaction and learning how to build these things, replicate some of the patterns that you see, and then okay, now that we see how we have a form and the structure, and you can visualize a structure, then let's go see about, hey man, how did they get these structures? Let's go back in. Let's break down buttons. Let's go do this shit. But I said it to say my sister's process is different from your process, which is different from my process, which is how we learn. And I want to build out I don't want to call it a course. I don't want to build out a curriculum. A course is the closest thing. I want to build out something so that it is a learn as you grow, go as you grow. Here are these segments that'll be able to help you. Like you realize right now, if you go to YouTube, you watch YouTube videos. You know how much YouTube video you fucking skip because you just want to get to this one thing. You understanding? So imagine instead of giving you a 20 nuggets, instead of giving you 5 nuggets, we just give you this element. And so you learn this element. You understand this nugget, and you move on to the next one. You move on to this pivot. It's like you see shorts that tell you how to do it, but it's like, hey, here's a short. Bam. 15 seconds is how to do a thing. All right, cool. Let me speak into the existence on to solve this one problem, then speak to the next to solve this other problem. But it meets you where you're at. And that's the goal, is to meet you where you're at versus trying to start you at square one. If you want to start from square one, you can, but odds are you usually meet people at level 3 and 4. So yeah, that's what I have to put together and build. And I'm looking at how people introduced some of these different stories and some of these different topics. And I think I was explaining it to my sister. It was like, whenever you think about history books, sometimes if I tell you about Louisiana history, you might feel like, dude, I've covered most of this shit. We can skip, and even your teacher feel like we can skip the first 2 chapters because y'all know everything here. If you hadn't been from Louisiana, then you Yankees, you probably need to learn about the Louisiana Purchase. I'm saying, if you know what the state bird is, we can skip chapters 3. You know racism? Congratulations. You know Louisiana.
Signatures. Not needed.
Not here, Brandon. So I was going to do... Wait, why has this not updated? Oh, wait. No. You are in the BXD file. Did I not update? I keep forgetting. Go to main component. Oh my. Everything you say, okay. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You did your wife's you did a post to an ode to your wife, right?
Oh, a Mother's Day post? Absolutely.
Yes. I want you to know how hard it was for me to not be an idiot in that post. It was I was just like, man, because you know me, I just need to do dumb stuff. But in my head, I was just like, I need to not, because if I fuck that one up, she'd be like, oh, so you just gonna not claim me? You gonna try to?
It wasn't like not claiming. I'm not gonna say that.
No, I'm saying if I didn't, if I was just like if I was like shout out to Mother's Day, and then it's just like an album of just me and the kids.
Ooh.
It's like,
that would have been amazing.
Yeah, shout out to my wife holding it down.
Holding it down.
Yeah, look, listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna whisper so she don't hear me, because like that matters. She fucking watched the stream. No, man, my wife hit me up one time and pissed me off when she was just like, she posted some shit, was like, man, I need a break. And I was like, she just came back from fucking Vegas vacation with the friends. I'm like, you weren't even here for like fucking 4 days. You just came back.
No, you don't even know.
She's like, I'm trying to get engagement. And I was like, I need you to know I will block the shit out of you if you try to create some fake ads. I was like, this is not Mona Scott. I will fucking leave you, and I will doubt. And that was before I found out that she don't like arguing with customer service. She don't. I gotta do my own customer service calls. Look, you do that. You pick fake arguments, and then I gotta speak to customer service. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, I gotta draw the line in some place, right?
No. Listen, I need to understand like what non-sexual men relationships is, because I was just like, listen, no. I'm sorry, dog. I can't do this. I don't get none of the benefit. I don't get none of the benefit. No, dog. I'm going to date. Look, I'm about to go to Home Depot. Like, hey man, what you doing, dog? Listen, I'm looking for a friend with I'm looking for a friend with no benefits with benefits. I'm looking for somebody who can build a fence. It's like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. Yep. Yeah, he just do. Yeah, how long together? Man, we're a cool little partnership. We just
do manly things together. Like if he need a deck done, I come over and help him with his deck.
Yeah, you mean no? I mean no. Deck no presentation. No, I'm putting his
Deck.
work together.
Deck.
Yeah,
DECK.
yeah. He's okay. Get your hands together. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, he does man and shit. Like I be working all the time. You know, sometimes like I help him, but yeah, nah, like yeah, he built a patio in the backyard. Yeah, dog. You say yeah, we in love.
Right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we in love. That's funny. I don't see y'all being intimate. Oh, it's not that
See,
kind of
look,
relationship.
that's the
Why you putting a
difference. See, a lot
title?
of people call that a boyfriend. That's really a man friend. That's what you
That's
really need.
that. Listen. Do we have to put titles on things? Why are we labeling
We actually
people?
kind of do. We kind of do.
Do we have to look? We are what we are. Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem with society today. Y'all need something to label something. Y'all need to label things.
Yeah, true. But still, it's a man friend. This is what it is.
This is a fucking friend. Yeah, dog. Yep. Could watch
Yep.
sports together. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I
Hell
look,
yeah.
like sports.
I
Watch
need
sports.
somebody to slap five with. That's what you're saying.
I need somebody that strikes fear in the heart of society. Like in my head, it's just like when you know, like when you know his wife's about to get on the phone. Yeah, you got this the last time that you can get your shit together. The last
Yeah.
fucking time. If you ain't get your shit together by the time I count to three, I'm gonna let this motherfucker free. And they're like, oh no, sir. No, sir, I'm sorry. Like, yeah,
That's true.
that's what I thought, motherfucker. Yeah,
All right.
you don't shit,
Now here's the
bitch.
crazy part. Got to do some daddy duties. I got to go check on my daughter right quick.
How long you gonna be out? Cause so I'm about to I'm about to just close this goddamn camera.
15 minutes. 15.
I'll probably be here, but I'm gonna turn this shit off. I gotta figure out some other goddamn music.
But
Some
do it
music
now. Throw up
situations.
my "I'll be right back" sign right now. Do
No,
that
I
now.
did the other side. I ain't gonna wait.
Okay.
Let me do this. Wait, I was doing some other shit, and now I gotta remember what I did with life. Oh, you right there.
Goddamn.
Okay, I'm just trying. No, look. Oh wait, why the fuck am I camera two? Bitch, you're supposed to be
Wait.
camera two. You know, look. Hang on. All right. Uh oh. Anyway, I know it. I know I have,
Wait.
I have
Wait. Wait.
tomatoes. I fucked that up because you weren't supposed to be in that little spot. But all right, you go. You are the night of my life. Everything you say, okay. Everything you say, okay. On my. Hmm? I really want to listen to Jewish shit, but I am not going to. On my. Oh, that was sounds right. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Hey. What the? All right. So let me figure this shit out. Oh, yeah. So I don't know why I didn't update, though. That's the part that's pissing me off. Oh, I need to fix that shit. This was not supposed to be there. Mm, 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 All right. I like the fact that I have all these different things. So the crazy part about it is I am not a brand guy at all. I like to pretend that I'm a brand guy, and I learn from some of these fucking amazing people, and I'll see how they design some shit. And I think that's so fantastic, especially when I'm like, man, they can put together some fucking beautiful work. I'm like, man, how do they do this? I love their color patterns, and then especially going in and seeing like how their color palettes chalk up to contrast, especially when they find like a beautiful color. Like I'm quick to grab something. I'm like, man, that's a beautiful color. And it's a nice little rich like color that I would not have just grabbed from the color picker. And like I know you're like, oh man, this is Ohio State's color, and it's kind of like it, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? And so you're like, all right, man, this is nice. So I'm like, all right, cool. Screenshot it. I really love this packaging. Really loved how they put all this together, and they use these backgrounds, and then you see the little background here, nice little action here, their color combinations that they bring through. I absolutely stole this kind of logic, just showing that people have done it before, but I just like all right, man, let me just grab this kind of thing. But I love how it's like when we need to fill the void or something, we just show that in that background. Is it? No. I was like, that doesn't look like that goes. But definitely is here. And contrast to this. Otherwise, that shit would have looked bland. Strip. Core. And so instead of just putting a clear color there, I love that shit. This is slightly like the divider. That's cool. I'm afraid emotes just aren't a thing that I plan on doing anytime soon. I think I'll. Wait. Oh, brand. Okay. I was like, wait, what just come from? This came from brand. Oh yeah, that's your, man. I'm really going to clean up this logo one day. Oh, again, I'm not gonna do that shit. All right, let me go back to focus on what matters. And yeah, so sidebar, I am absolutely learning about branding, actually being like brand design stuff in the mix. So when y'all see me doing that shit, just know that's not what I do on a regular basis. This is my for show stuff. You can tell I'm not gonna get into all these other things. I'm gonna do blind Jupiter today. What am I? Work to be done. I'm gonna do work to be done. No. Let me put my life together. Deck. No. You know what? No. I'm just gonna stop. I have to put this shit together. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop.